very important information when it comes from me, Evangelist Samson, the APC Media Field Marshal.
Oh why, gone so soon. Evangelist Samson don't go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. Any Southside in the world, we are joining at today's podcast. This is the APC UKI online TV platform, a monologue program where they call Everyday Politics, with me, Obakar Kagbo, leading the conversation. I want to welcome on today wholeheartedly. Hearty welcome to this platform as one are always the followee. And thanks for we in like you always come for be part of the conversation. This now we responsibility as our unions them for they talk about issues them way the border we now a country, issues them way now good things in the country. We talk the good, the bad, and the ugly. And today being the 3rd of September in the year of our Lord 2022 is a very, very, very important day today. A day that has to do I would say debut, like the one the way they buy footballer, the very first day where they use them, they call them a debut. So today is the first day where the registration process naturally don't start, and it's going to be a month as per the pronouncements of the um the body where an act of parliament give them the power for let them actually conduct elections in or conduct voters registration exercise when our next Sierra Leone. Officially, it's been a long waiting and without a doubt is the very beginning of a very long process for make we actually change Madabio, the president of Sierra Leone, and then bring in another president because, as we know, he has failed us woefully. It's not me that is saying this, that's because of the things that we can do. But again, today, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask you very kindly to help us share the link far and wide. You will forget a lot of people who will join we. We are going to talk about this registration. We don't start today. We don't see quite a lot of problems. Then we don't begin unfold the process. But these problems are predictable. You know, within we talk. One thing where you talk about an issue we for do with the government of His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio is it really come to pass. So for us, this is not a surprise at all. We wanted them to do better things because our country cannot continue in this way. Since we didn't come to power, all within the happen a green milestone from one green milestone to the other. You know, very seldomly we mother view not this, not this, not this. A lot of problems in the happen. So this is a very important process way the country they go to right now when at the registration. Basically, that is the only right way saloon people can get. Where you don't register, then you get a chance for votes for who that you want for votes for. But as they speak, we get evidence that for sure say the program is actually marred by problems. Them, you know, one problem to the other. But again, we come back again today for actually engage with people in asylum and tell them, say, please, we're begging you all, let us use this exercise. There is no way if you want for born picking, first of all, you forget belly, unless you want to do IV. And even if you do IVF, you know, unless you want for do say they call a test tube babies, which means you make lady picking actually then try for develop on a bottle. You know, but if you want to go the normal way before you born. So we want to have a new president, and that means we want for born a new Pekin at State House. And how they do there's a woman forget pregnant first, and the pregnancy here is the process of to those registration centers and make sure say you named in at the electoral roll. We are going to beg una, and because actually una within at the ground, una know exactly what will happen. Try and register. Do it as a point of duty to register. That is the only way we will change Mother Bill. That is the way we will be able for tell Mother Bill waiting he don't do another country and say we don't want him anymore. So we're going we big one. But today I can forget somebody who they can't just know where they can join we na this program because Indian at the ground and he knows some of the challenges that will happen. But before that, which I want to do first of all, for play for una, a live audio of somebody will be the give we updates at the field where things and they go and is part of the national coordinating team of the APC. This now a senior comrade where then they call comrade Mohamed Sisse, he did at the ground and so he know a lot of things that will happen. He don't give we updates today as to the happenings then at the ground, the challenges, and so I'm just listening. This I think this is not the first audio this way. He begin this today. Listen to it.
Good morning, fellow Christians. This is a very, very important message. And when you receive share, Mina Ahmed is a senior operative of the APC today, the 3rd of September. Fambulem, we don't receive series of complaints from people. They tell me say some centers they're not open, then go day centers, no electoral commission officials, they're not reach there yet. This is very important. I want to listen carefully. The report we don't send one of the reports we come this morning, we send at the outreach department of election Sierra Leone. Unfortunately, that center they know they among the one they will open in the first 15 days. So before una send complain, una make sure say the sticker with them paste at the center say na the 20 now then they among the second 15 days. I repeat, some station they know they open the 20th October because they should next the third day when at the 20th they resume back in their way they can really now the center they were supposed for.
Gentlemen, I want for all this pretty clear. Comrade Ahmed voter registration and segment them into two phases. Me come on constituency 116. Then in constituency 11, not to all registration centers in the open, not just half of those in the open. Now that's the try for the very first time in Sierra Leone. For we get a very important exercise when a voters registration for let the government of Madabio come and actually segments the thing into two parts. But I want to listen to this and I want to tell you why
they official go there. So let we take clear. So when they communicate na social media, please indicate the center number. So we go cross check whether that center they supposed for open. Then we go take a commission Sierra Leone. I beg, let we not just send reports for report's sake. Constant number. We send you report say the center not open or there are malpractices. We do social media, give it the center. So we go cross check for no say this center.
So I guess that plenty of Funana don't actually listening to RAM is very, very important. And then going to the statements where this comrade, they tell we say, then divide the country. The process is actually segmented into two phases. It's very important for all this. It has never happened really. Why it happened? I want to take una first of all outside Sierra Leone. I did digress and bring a come now the United Kingdom of Great Britain about an event will be happened in the 1940, where get for do the tactics where the German they be used against the British. When the World War, Second World War be the go on in that period, one of the things that would happen where countries can be they do for kind of reduce the ability of the opponents is by suppressing them, try for do a blockade, especially na the water. Because then they take and say a hungry society no go get the energy and courage for go na the battlefield or for defend themselves, then will surrender. So what the Germans do at that time was to use submarines them, would they go and boss boats them, the ship they would they load food for Britain coming to Britain. So because of that, Britain therefore go into a thing called food ration. Then therefore ration the food them. It was very pathetic. You know, it go to a point and get to a thing called ration books, and those ration books, then put them by colors. If then you this coupon, you go to the shop, that coupon basically they tell you of what type of food they go take. It's very pathetic. They go on for like 11 good years when this country. So which happens in Sierra Leone, so you might say for us it come late, because then concern they catch up. But we leaders them when they want to do bad thing in Sierra Leone, they have things them for reflect on, although these are issues they want to happen again in a mature democracy. These are things of the past. We're talking about 1940 to today. It's a very long period, isn't it? So this is what Motherbill is doing. A ration process way supposed for they take place widespread. Able for actually apply in method rigging. How can you, for goodness sake, you ration a voter registration process? How can you do that? And for make matters worse, when I remember they tell them the discourse on the public elections bill 2022, wait on to an act of parliament. In a member the clauses the way people are they be couched and talk about the need as a prerequisite for people to register, and that's section out of the bill then went on to an act. But it's some of us are not surprised. What they've done, they don't actually do two things then in this process. We are not only doing a voter registration, we also they do a civil registration alongside. The only people them way exempted, you be done vote before you get your voter ID card, vis-a-vis, or you remember that will be used for vote and anything in day, because then go and they put a number there, you details them before they come up. That is the only way we forget a pass. But if you not get them details then they and you not be done register at the NCRA process, then obviously you'll be forced. You'll be forced, and that's very illegal. Because the NCRA Act of Parliaments, the mandate we then gets, it's a different institution. And then NEC is also a different institution. Of course, some of the institutions that's when can collaborate for work together. If there's a good reason for what the government to do, say, "Look, we do this." But for let you know, it's not a good reason. It's even an evil plan. What they're doing, they've rationed the process. Because if you're going to conduct voter registration for a month, people will expect you to nations across the country. But if you want, and if you also want to sort of like reconcile two processes, i.e., a voter side and then also a civil registration on the other, you want to merge these processes because you want to take advantage of the turnout of people, which was not the case during the NCRA process, which is understandable. What you do is to give more time. because then you're actually conducting two processes that are very complex, they are time consuming, two processes at the same time, and CRA and vote ration. But how can you then merge these two processes, very cumbersome processes, and then by rationing the process, then give you only 15 days in one area. So that's 15 days. You do two programs that means what you don't do so now only 7 days or 7.5 days you don't do for voter registration, and then 7.5 days for also NCRA, which is the NCRA process. This is the reality. It's a premeditated plan. But again, Ahmed Sisi go further for reports, waiting to happen. He actually, a second audio, which is very detailed, and this audio came after the first audio. And after we, you don't get a lot of detailed information as to waiting they happen across the country. He sent this audio. Take a listen.
Hello, people. Hello. This is an urgent message from the National Elections Coordinating Team. This Ahmed Sisi, Senior Operative of the APC, today, the 3rd September 2022. Please, if you get this message, disseminate it to every APC member. Now, we don't process the entire process, so we notice it and get so much glitches. Some of the complaint them we send, we don't send them to the outreach department of the Electoral Commission for Sierra Leone. Mainly, then get some challenges. Some of the contractor they will then hire them vehicles. Some of the vehicles they're not even show up. Some of the vehicles them then get them as again as they say. When then they attract, sometimes then get for they know for the see, then for the do objectively. Now, with regards to the glitches, I don't phone the entire country. I call the coordinator at the east in Upper Aka. Then I call Bo. We then have been get small impasse, but then don't correct them. For see them consistent with the not consistent. Yes, then have get small challenge to some they not if as I they talk now. Then get glitches. Then, but it depends on the north, and we don't know why this happen. Like local districts, Manka, then many issues up till now, nobody know which the Tonkolili as well. Constituency 73 get issues as well. Then up to the areas, them way some area of Kono themselves at all, nobody know reach there with the computer. Some of the centers. So as soon as they follow the receiving a complaint with the channel and to the action, we themselves get huge challenges try for put to rest. We they try for encourage everybody where you get complaint, go through your district nature, send the complaint audio, the constituency in question, the ward and the center number. Then you happen. Then complain then they will file into the commissioner for make the commissioner use the power with the law vest on them for extend that particular the registration time that particular day. So as I say, any area where you say the stick vote registration for comments today and you not see no action, if it possible, tap the sticker win at the wall and then relay your message to your district coordinator. In a very short way, I don't talk to the acting, the in general, Mr. Honorable Abdul Kagbo. They publish a list of the district coordinators and their numbers. Sound at the channel when come accordingly. They try to make sure say nothing no go unabated. Like both, for instance, some of the projects even stop the resident minister from entering the registration because not accredited duly. Make una vigilance, una all who don't accredit for representatory. Una vigilant and know una right and peacefully.
Comrade say, Esquire, the GUI, a second audio, detailed information. The APC UKI online TV platform, we always try for give a balance reports. Let's make I give this. When you listen to say, they talk with malice. First of all, acknowledge the fact that problems widespread, which the challenges them, glitches them where they happen, not to only one. And in fact, since the 082 Nabo will not be start for votes yesterday up to 12 midday. But however, it's say the problems, the violence, na the north, na they with a lot of reports, and the problems them plenty. So in other words, concern that we have the proportionality of the, if you do a comparison of what's obtained in the southeast and that of the north is disproportionate. So the question being asked, why this is the case? So if you want to know why this is the case, then let's go to what I said to you guys at the beginning of this program. What took place in Britain in the year 1940 with the Germans. You see, politics, civilized game of adversaries, a game of a civilized war. Very illegal, it's undone, uncivilized to the core. But this is what leaders like Madabio. But in fact, I just want to let people in the energy. You guys need to do the needful. All of us in Sierra Leone, ABS seated here, I go in at the country zone for go register. This now with responsibility for ensure
and what are you doing to address economic and what are you doing to, and what are you doing to address economic hardships and what are you doing to address economic hardships in this country?
With the prices of things just going up, I cannot protect the people.
And what are you doing to address it and what are you doing to address economic hardships in this country and what are you doing to address economic hardships in this country?
With the prices of things just going up, I cannot protect the people.
Life, but a very a pretty occupied moment. that the people them way they do things them behind the scene for ensure that we will forget a huge number of people them will register. Let's try and put him on the phone so that he'll be able for Giwi. Live on which is the APC UKI online TV platform, a program called Everyday Politics, a monologue show. Welcome being with us. Let's see some I of the code. It's reconnection on the phone already. So this is what everything is communication, the challenges. This is what I wanted by our president. He was about his own contribution or what he thinks he vowed to do when he votes of allegiance on 4th of August, 4th of April, Lord 2018 to manage. So it take agency it for bring better country, say an agenda for change. But once we they don't come in, which they talk on a different. So let's this video.
And what are you doing to address economic hardships in this country? And what are you doing to what are you doing to address economic hardships in this country?
With the prices of things just going up, I cannot protect the people of this country.
And what are you doing to address economic and what are you doing to address
I wanted to play this video. It's just for you to have a kind of a taste of what I'm trying to.
What are you doing to address economic hardships in this country?
With the prices of things just going up,
because the president.
And what are you doing to address economic hardships in this country?
With the prices of things just going up, I cannot protect the people.
The sufferings, the aliens there. And now we try.
And what are you doing to address economic hardships in this country?
With the prices of things just going up, I cannot protect the people.
It's understandable. First of all, I want to say hear me, comrade? Hello, are you there? Sorry. This is what is happening. This the president said. Still because oh boy. Yes, we agree. Very clear. Go ahead, sir.
The internal problems, the facilitation issues, so I don't think you are discuss.
Okay.
When we talk about the national issue on the next area, yes, we get this constituency they call area.
Okay.
They get so many problems. We get 13 some the F machine, the freeze, now 0.73.
Okay.
Yes, we come to question.
Okay.
Problem, but they get 14.
Okay.
And two, they not function as a winner under the table in constituency. They in two every year it gets problems in centers.
Okay.
Problems as constituency.
Oh boy, this is really, really important because we know they happen and the people we get for they do this repeatedly follow him for bring live casts to now go know the problems where they happen. We try for talk to people within at the ground and where they coordinate these issues, they talk to NEC, then they with them side by side. We get for they bring them live so that they will hear you and they talk. And this is what this mono program is about. For we bring the news about sub-registration at our doorsteps because it thinks the way they happen on social media, a lot of information when they go up. So finally we get people in at the group. So this is serious, isn't it? The current Secretary General of APC with Kagbo, the constituency where the machines they all get problem. So you do the maths. Why? Why? That is the question. All. But whilst we wait some chief conduct for come, I just want to play certain videos them. First of all, for letting know which they are elsewhere. It's very important we know this.
265 registration they go on here smoothly in a bow. Ward 265. Everybody there in line, everybody there in the queue, and they try for arrange them fine while the registration they go on smoothly. From this morning registration starts. So many people them don't register, and then as well registration they go on smoothly. People then they come in massive number and then they register and they encourage them to register and they talk to them and then they take their time while then they adjust them carefully for make they register. So the registration they go on here smoothly now. Ward 265 Nabo. Yeah. Everybody then align. Everybody but who don't come, they don't register. Other people in back don't come align and they register.
The producer, things are not really looking good. You know, it's really looking too good with we on platform as well. The technical team, they try for work behind the scene. We don't know what's happening. I think I about for do improvements and for round up this program. Apologize if there is any improvements we want from the technical happen, but because on my own side I can see the signal is very strong, but for some reason we don't know what's happening. You know, that is something they have to deal with. I'm not a technical person, but let me apologize on behalf of all of us here that the transmission is not that good today, as I made to understand. You know, and we don't know I don't know what's happening. I'm not a technical person. I'm just a host. So I'm gonna try to play one video again because I think the videos now they would get the problem. Let's see this one again.
Ward 58, one of the key zoning of Ward 58, constituency 068 Nabo. So far the registration they go on smoothly. Everybody they in line, they register. So all man they wait for in time, then it register. So far no complaint, no kind inside it. Everything they go on smoothly. The process they go on smoothly. Everybody they go into the process and they get registered. If you want the way then come with they not be registered with the NCRA, they don't ask them for wait small while then they look into the issue for register and smoothly. So far nobody not come out, nobody they don't ask no one out it. Everybody they in line, the one they wait in the wait and the wait and the registration they go on smoothly. Yeah, so far now.
Yes, comrade. So sorry, comrade. Yeah, so yeah, I know. It's really bad. So we don't get comrade Chief Kondal again. So as you did talk about the constituency where the current Secretary General of APC. Okay, yes, come on in, sir.
Honorable constituency, almost all the constituents, they all get issues that Honorable yeah. No normal operation not happen at that particular constituency day. Okay. And then we go to constituency 070 some then they will have problem for snap na problem. Yeah. Some then they complete problem. So when they get four, we not functional at all. So we go to 22. Then the same as 077 honorable in your area. Then the complaint of abnormality throughout the technology system. And then the people they were discouraged, the people were frustrated over the issue. When somebody the whole day people don't went out for 5 o'clock in. So then the 24:30 are doing a same and a line. It only did throughout the day. At the end of the day, the Indian technology probably say the machine don't off, the machine don't freeze, the camera letting play the work. You know, that gives me the chance when we speak with the next representative at the head of the local district, and then ask them some of them few questions there. It only say it's not all there is a problem certain electricity supply. Say it's about software problem. So, and if you look at complaints, talking about camera problem, talking about complaints, freezing of computers, these are all problems they cut across.
Okay.
And then, all of a sudden, one of the most disheartening things I don't even understand, and we senior authorities at the party, they close the centers then 3 o'clock.
Wow.
Yes, and some centers they even do it, and then one sign a lungi, where they tell me say one the chairman, the world chairman for the SLPP na lungi, they go there even when the next officer then they tell and say no. Then people are running at the line, will they continue to register them? They say no way or no account, and the people operate after that time. They say no. Now with discretion, now we don't work. The one who run in a line, let me make sure to register them now we off. So we work out provision make not get any decision in that technology they get machine to then decide for close the center. So these are some of the things in the area of network is very, very frustrating, is very, very disheartening. And then we will call on the authorities then, let them take notice of all the things that will happen in the registration process. This is a national issue. As I'm speaking here, I'm speaking as a member of the APC. But when I'm talking about registration, it is a national issue. I'm also speaking for the SLPP. So if you go distract, you SLPP person, they go there for go distract, you not only distract the APC, you distract the SLPP people. But having said, they look at these things like because we are in the, this is our stronghold, so maybe something like that makes the one for begin all length here. But a nice way we get interview from senior people like owner inside the party, or put them complaints there.
Okay. Thank you so much. And I think I want to ask you on a very important issue added to what which you know I highlighted already. We they get an understanding, say the machines they're not even able to do anything for first time voters. Is that correct?
Yes, because we get issue with somebody today, but I'm not going to conclude everywhere because one side where we go, the people are 17 years, 9 months. The left for 3 months to like 18 years, they know how to register them. We will do it, they will stand firm and we will make sure say they register the picking. So I don't know if the same they cut across other side. But having said all of we saw today, we don't make that complaint yet. For say all other side and the machine don't make provision. One of the things we observe on professionalism is too much from the staff of NEC. So then they even be afraid for play with the machine according to how they're supposed to play with that.
Wow. So I think say from which you don't explain, it seems to me that NEC not be even do a test of this system from the time where they don't deploy. Let's say for instance, yesterday evening, get the staff them all ready and then put those machines on and try to know if the machines are actually up to task. It seems to me that was not done because the complaint they get is even some areas therefore let able forget people for candy for come bring the equipment them they're not be able to see them. So I think say that problem there I don't know if it happen back in Putloko.
Come again, please. The line is there. Come again.
Right. The question where they ask in terms of the preparedness of NEC way with the FUC. So to their problems, if they be get within a pre registration and test mode with them for don't do like yesterday, therefore don't deep and then at the center system, even like an hour business, you know, that you get a central coordination way for any serious institution can do that. Then you say period. So everybody will do that. We should do. Everybody puts a machine on. Now, let's just see the speed at which the machine in the come on. But we understand say that is not done. And in fact, we also understand see some centers, there were some areas them, part them at the country. The next staff they not even turn up on time. When I get them problems in Putloko.
Exactly. We get a center where they even complain to me say at 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock, now in the governor Losal 070 constituency 070 at 2 o'clock the next officers them then go open. Then constituency 073, back, then they'll be ever prepared for transport the people well. Some side they get crossing problems, some side the motor car fashion, the road bad, that area they then get some issues.
That is
so
that is square, right?
I don't know. Waiting equal constituency 070 when alongside 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. Then they go open. We don't know.
And then some areas, and then some areas in Alunge, you say 3 o'clock centers then close, right?
Exactly. 072, constituency 072, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, sorry, 9 centers then close.
Okay, and then which constituency again where the SLPP chairman go and constituency chairman go disrupt the process? What constituency it was?
Constituency 077.
Okay. Okay, constituency 077. That is now the current acting secretary general of the APC, Honorable Abukagbon, and constituency this. Okay, we don't document all of this. As Wuna said for reports, we say they make sure say all this information reach na the situation room of the APC for letting know say anything they happen. But I'm sure some of them these reports we don't give they don't get some already. But if not, we say they try for push and for let them get some. I want to say thank you to the rest of the team. We said the advice for them that they communicate, continue for talk to people. Let this first day not frustrate me. This is what they want to do. This first day frustrates me. Okay,
239 Masuila.
Okay, Masuila.
The SLP people go distract.
What 239?
And
what is what is the word again? What 239 you said?
What 239?
Okay.
Masuila. What 239?
Okay. Yeah, I got that. Okay. So thank you so much. So as I be say, Comrade Kondal, today, Chief Kondal, today is just going to be a very short broadcast. For there we just tell people we get for they come in and give Una at least I don't do wonderful work for this day to bless Una and let us all the faults and make sure.
Yes. I just discovered briefly the internal problems.
Okay, go for it. Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
This morning when we come.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes.
Can I go on?
Yeah, go on, sir.
Yes, this morning when we come for accreditation from yesterday, we get a letter 21 man. And then we don't understand what they go on because we get a letter from the Secretary General of the 21 man when Honorable Abukago, and the letter was tendered by one of our comrades at JASCO for let it collect the tag there for let the APC people and the able access. Like we speak so some then are only this 5 o'clock they will reach at the center because of that problem day. When we go the neck will tell me say unless Honorable Edan Bundu come before they release you the neck paper them. By the time when they give the accreditation here, it's going to 11 o'clock where they come around 9:30. Say when they come, when they get some upper wrangling, say with the sector and go to next get them here, get them prepared. We are almost 12 o'clock. We don't get no representatives in the center then day. But at the end of the day, we get to get a proper understanding, they cooperate with us, and then we be able to get the card them and distribute them. Then the other problem we get facilitation problem. We call on the party stakeholders then for them come into the aid of the region. For let them help in the area like no attack crossing points. We need for boats. We need some area then for them we get vehicles. For them we only the people into the respective centers. As well as we even get megaphone problem. So any authorities every day, no, we aid because especially them crossing points in the village Now only when I get megaphone them, we go announce the boots don't come. When I call we can kill una go for go register. And then the motorcar don't come. When I call we can kill una go for go register. You know the people them, you will see the post of inside the bush, back of the post. If you don't get something, you need to let you know that problem. So then 3 here, we need help badly. And the regional active justice owner, Honorable Combo, is best player for speak with you, especially ADS, so let we talk. And upon me as a business, we go talk by God your own power. As I speak, before you call me, so you don't call me two times. Say you need follow, we talk with ABS, we try to get this facilitation problem, especially forget both, and then forget Motoka, the law, pull the people and count them at the centers. The people are ready, the people are desperate to register. And when you talk to the people, you go meet them, you tell them about registration. In fact, when they allow you to end the talk, we're ready now. When I get Motoka, so can we go? When we go register, the machine and they okay, everything be all right, they know they go above we. Now the questions they want and they say, we are not begging for register. We want to register more than how I can talk to you. But we say no get that means also we will get you for itself, then we will pull it back for the transport bill, now the place side the registration center day. And then some man will tell me say I get for go do farming. If I can work away and I go do back at Tina for long, the work I come back at the end of the day, I know the information. We see that in that you citizen rights for register for the day. And say, okay, if we set this offer for the day on a complimentary, we set not feel like say we left out. So that issue is very, very, and we need on our timing. All authorities, the diaspora, the national post media, internal, when I come into the aid of the region and the district, then we will make sure to facilitate with the district and then we will get all of the system. We will help the registration.
Thank you so much, comrade. That's now very, very, very clear information. At the right, basically, and when the program done, I guarantee you, Mr. They try to reach out to diaspora stakeholders. Them, we're working on things, you know, where we did try for do it best. And again, we apologize because under the challenges the way happen. If they turn away things have been normal. Now the APC people in just now the diaspora people are just confused. We don't know what to do because of the internal wrangling of the party. But having listened to you this night, I think say this don't give me.
Our yes, I showed you. Our yes, I showed you in the way of the talk of this. I don't know where I get a good talk for good man at the other side because with the one she will go at the other side back with it. If you say today with the setup which on center system, tomorrow everything will begin work normal and put work on let's say we check it. But as far as the wrangling, if they are all cooperative now, not put work here. That's accurate.
Okay, so that means I don't need for open the lead again, but I was very interested to ask a question that has to do with the delays in issuing the tags, which is the accreditation for we party agents and other party members there. They say una be get
it should be amicably one.
Okay, so in other words,
on that area today.
So in other words, not just left us one. Not left us. Okay, that's fine. Okay, understandable. Okay, so that's fine. Thank you so much, comrade. Please, yes, hello, you hearing me? Okay, thank you so much for the reports. Lord, we get them conversations there. So, and then also, Lord, we make sure we forget to coordinated efforts across the region. Lord, we know what's in the happen in other areas.
I don't know, you will do your favor at least. I don't know how soon the program gets done, but you get the conference call down. Honorable Combo,
yes,
this confidence on the honor and then on the CC as best on a come on board. Let's just get some from the office now because I've been giving him confidence on behalf of you guys for a very long time. I believe it is high time now you be in the horse's mouth where it's a fiesta. So as I told you, it's 100% stress food. It's stress, it makes that frustrated. Now only some of you tell us patients we will do this because they want for work. It desperately want for work, but anybody will reach the financial limits of every position. But we are moving bit by bit. So sometimes what was courage from owner and motivation, financial help to help me execute there or make execute in this very difficult moment where we do at the party.
Thank you so much. I hope say we get senior party members them where they follow the program. Basically, they escalate this message to them, and especially some also big guns them at the diaspora and also people them way they think about what's in the happen at the APC right in Sierra Leone. When this program done, they find way in us putting at the gun right now where they tell we the challenges them. Let me say we for you stand there for explain to them saying that this night they happen. But again, I want to say thank you to you and thank you to all comrades them, and they are more be patient for tell the people them say the challenges they will get today make it not be something we for put we off. The people are waiting at the riverine areas waiting for crossboats. It's a 15 days program. By God in power, God will make a way for let able for this able at the electoral role. So I want to say thank you again, comrade. The program not go too long again. As soon as we done, I try for come to you and talk to you, sir. Thank you so much once more again. Thank you so much. God bless.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'll be waiting for a call.
Okay, thank you. So that was Comrade Chief Kondal, the Northwest Region, coordinating team them for the voters registration and waiting station at Putloko District, which they call New London. I didn't day, and it don't actually explain a manifold of challenges them, including which he talked just now. I hope say we all when the diasporas them would they follow. Basically, I always tell people them say from the starting of the program just now, we don't talk about this winning 2023, but it's not going to be a walk in the park. It requires commitments, and one of those commitments can be things like this. It goes like this. If you want for win elections or you want for born picking, you must forget belly. If you want not get belly, the born picking. It's very, very important. Make you know this. If we know get the people and for register, so that when the time reach for votes, then people ready for votes. How do we win elections? It's very important. We know say the diaspora has been a very effective auxiliary force where don't push the party for the longest. And we also know the challenges there. But it's not over until it's all over. So now, Nadoyeri, the diaspora lately going to do a lot of things and behind the scene. Mark you, this is not just one area where we get from Chief Kondal, but across the country, I can tell you diaspora don't do a lot of tremendous help they will do, but it's not enough. We have to do more. If we want to win these elections, we're not in governance. We know how they feel. Their challenges them, the challenge insurmountable, but we have to do our best. That is that Chief Kondalon tell we already don't know. One thing, in fact, we came to this process, we already know waiting for happen. It's everything that is unfolding today is predictable. Nothing, not the way they happen where we say it comes as a surprise. So what do you do now? Mitigating circumstances that we need. And we need strong commitment from ensure that we change that narrative. That's very, very pernicious plan, filthy plan where this government gets. We need to change that into something at real advantage. We ensure that we will turn the tide. Very, very important. There's no if, no buts. We're already in the battlefield. You cannot say my trainer lets me down. You've trained. You did at the battlefield. You have to even if not bayonet you get, make use of that bayonet. You can't say it's for your survival sake. You cannot say my trainer lets me down. This is a moment when we get to do the right thing. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say thank you now tonight. It's not going to be a long program, as I say. In the week we come on any time when we get things that we will need for share tuna. Today it's just people when I know saying at Thursday, of course, will be there on Thursday, the monologue program will be there on Thursday. But today, na for let in a no say the monologue program therefore they take on this administration issue as things and they unfold. Please help us for share. It's very, very important that we know the rationing of this program, this registration process now for ensure that the weaken we and make let people know register. We within the diaspora, we get a huge responsibility. You do not have to be APC. You don't have to be a C4C. You don't have to. You don't get for be NGC. You don't need for be SLPP or what have you. But for the sake of the love where we all get for Sierra Leone, for the concern where we get Sierra Leone, pick up your phone and call your family members back home and tell them that they have to do the needful, which is register. Let them register no matter what it happen. Today I been talk to a friend way don't go now at the registration center at 6 a.m. The last time he sent me a text message say finally he just don't go inside. That was 4:48. That is determination. That's what they talk about. Determination. He want let he register so that the whole time reach for a vote. Imagine 6 a.m. to 4:48 just come inside the place. You know, even register. I say I just managed for come inside. Maybe it will take another half an hour or so, or very close to an hour for letting for see him. So it be just dinner the queue, problems upon problems. But he was very determined. Another determination they would need at this moment. And to us in the diaspora, where the place say we're not sure, we deal they make so much noise in social media. It's not just about the noise we they make. Please contact the area we come out, the village we come out, the town we come out, the constituency we come out, the ward we come out, the district we come out, the region we come out. Make sure you self help out. Little drop of water in the make ocean. There's nothing we can we yell with this with it. If we not do things, if we not translate our yelling to something which is actionable, then it's going to be a disaster. This is what the SLP wants us. We cannot sit down. It's about time we defend democracy. Think about how many people we build us slaughter. Just a little over 4 years. You give him another 5 years. Who knows? It can't happen in Sierra Leone. So the only way we're going to stop that from happening is about this registration. No if, no buts. They don't give me plenty message. What done are they communicate? So relevant authorities, i.e. the outgoing chairman, now UK now so when I comrade Hamid Mustafa Hamid Koma and other people also and then across the region will say this is the message. The challenge is them. Then just enormous. It is that thing we expect. Let us do the needful. That's all I have to say. Tonight I want to say thank you. Now we get time for Deutsche. This is where we bring the cutscenes down. Really, we get to yourself proper. It's possible. So tomorrow, don't forget tomorrow we get we get to Sunday program, and I'm sure the Sunday program will also talk in depth on waiting they happen for the registration. And then the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, anytime we can come on. But before we do that, we give a notification the normal way for we can do. And for say thank you again for being with us. These are the monologue program when they call Everyday Politics with me, Comrade ABS, leading the conversation. I want to say thank you and good night.